What's happening, guys? What's happening? What's happening? Oh, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that like button. Smash that like button. It's hot in here, Jack. Ooh, it's hot in here. It is hot. What's cracking? Gauch Malone in the building. Laughing Dog in the building. Stephanie McCoy in the building. We gonna get started straight away, man. I ain't even gonna play around tonight, man. I ain't even gonna play around tonight, man. I ain't even gonna play around tonight, man. So much going on tonight. So much effery, man. So much effery, man. I ain't even gonna mess around tonight, man. We just gonna go straight away with it. Let's get into it. Baby, you can do it. Take your time, do it right. You can do it, baby. Do it tonight.
Burnouts, drug dealing, and even a police.
Hold on, man. Did I even? Okay. How is this shit not hooked up? Is it not hooked up?
Shootout. Tonight we're
All right. I guess that's not hooked up yet. Everybody hit the like button, man. Smash that like button, man. Smash that like button, man, for a player. Okay, this is some bullshit. Um, oh, let me see if it's not hooking up because of this. It's hooked up to this one. Is it still hooked up to this? No, that's the. Um, wow. Um,
burnouts, drug dealing, and even a police shootout. Tonight we're getting a look at the evidence Memphis police are gathering in their new downtown command center and how it's helping the department fight crime. Thank you for being with us at night. I'm Daryl Green.
And I'm Darcy Thomas. The command center opened about 3 months ago, and now Memphis police are showing off some of the results. Fox 13's Jack Bilyeu joins us live downtown tonight. Jack, some of the videos we just showed actually helped to lead to arrest.
Yeah, Darcy, one in particular, the guy doing burnouts, they say that helped solve a homicide case. Now, if you take a look behind me, you can see large crowds here in the entertainment district tonight. There's a free concert going on, and it's all being monitored by a high-tech network of cameras based out of that downtown command center.
We're just trying to solve crime, and that's what we're all about.
Inside MPD's downtown command center, investigators keep their eyes locked on screens showing dozens of live camera feeds at a time. And sometimes they catch incidents like this. Two men pointing guns at each other on the 4th of July. The crime center's commander says police were immediately sent there to deal with the situation, and it turned into a shootout.
This violent, dangerous individual begins shooting at our officers.
None of the officers were injured, but the suspected shooter, Victor Peeler, is still on the run. Those high-tech cameras also captured a drug deal in the heart of the city in high definition.
You can see the level of zoom that we have. We can see exactly what type of bag this individual has. We actually see what's in his hand.
And this, a car going...
Wow, that's scary right there. If you ever wondered why you live in a police state now, you live in a surveillance state. Niggas have ushered in the surveillance state. All this shit is for niggas. All this shit is for niggas. The amount of crime that niggas commit. But we're all being surveilled now.
As we actually see what's in his hand.
And this, a car going reverse up a one-way street with a unique sticker on the window. It says, "Everyone hates Chris." Investigators say they recognized that sticker and arrested the car's owner, Christopher Criswell, who they described as a repeat offender. Court records show he's been involved in 56 cases, including numerous aggravated assaults.
56 cases. This nigga has been involved in 56 cases, and he's on the streets. He's been involved in 56 cases, and he's on the street. They can't listen. If they locked up every nigga to the letter of the law, if they dealt with black people like exactly the way the law requires, man, you might go hours without seeing a black person in public.
A repeat offender. Court records show he's been involved in 56 cases, including numerous aggravated assaults.
I remember him from 2003 when I was a patrolman, and we arrested him for many, many different charges.
The camera network, they say, even helped with a homicide arrest. Earlier this week, we told you about the arrest of 17-year-old Montrell Williams, who's accused of murdering a man on Chelsea Avenue last month. He was spotted doing donuts on Beale Street twice, and those cameras got a good look at his face.
We were able to capture this vehicle, get close-ups, details on that vehicle, and that was helpful for some of the investigations.
Now, when the downtown command center first opened, Mayor Paul Young said that high-tech cameras like the ones it relies on were being installed around the city, and this could serve as a blueprint for what we'll see in the wider Memphis area. We'll have more on that downtown command center tonight at 10.
Former Memphis police officer could soon face criminal charges. In the meantime, he and another officer could also lose the privilege to work in law enforcement in the state of Tennessee. Fox 13's investigative reporter Kayla Solomon explains.
Records from the Peace Officer Standards and Training Commission, or POST, show both officers facing decertification resigned from the Memphis Police Department in lieu of being fired. Officer Ali Ba resigned in March, more than 4 months after he was first put on administrative leave. A summary of facts from MPD says on November 1st of last year, Ba responded to a call about a 15-year-old girl who had run away from home. Ba found her and took her home. After a discussion with her parents about where she should go next, Ba offered to drive the girl around the corner until she calmed down. The document says he told her parents a supervisor said it was allowed, but Ba never contacted a supervisor. Instead, MPD says before turning off his body-worn camera, Ba made the girl promise not to tell anyone about what they talked about. It says Ba admitted talking to the girl about her sexual activity. He then drove her around while he responded to several calls. According to the document, the girl claimed Ba inappropriately rubbed her chest and asked what color her bra was. Ba denied fondling her, but admitted touching her face to comfort her because she was crying. A second page of the document appears to be missing from the post records and does not say if Ba was ever charged criminally. The DA's office says this case is still being reviewed and charges could be finalized next week. The other case involves Sergeant Holly McCaslin. She submitted this handwritten letter January 24th, tendering her resignation as of January 14th. Records show that's the same day she took a random drug test. 3 days later, the results came back positive for marijuana, and MPD relieved McCaslin for duty. The department's summary of facts show McCaslin had tested positive for marijuana in 2011 and signed what the department calls a second chance letter. The second positive drug test violated the department's drug-free workplace policy. McCaslin had been with MPD since 2004. Kayla Solomon, Fox 13 Investigates.
Wow. A lot going on, man. A lot going on. Lot going on. Wow. Wow.
But first up this half hour, an 80-year-old woman was sexually assaulted at a crafts store in Northern Virginia.
And Prince William County Police now hope somebody's going to recognize and help identify the suspect. Fox 5's Shamari Stone has the story from Woodbridge.
Well, tonight, this is incredibly disturbing. People who shop at this Hobby Lobby store in Woodbridge have walked up to me saying, I can't believe this happened. They're shaking their heads. Their hearts go out to this 80-year-old woman who walked in here, presumably to buy crafts or home decor or floral arrangements, only to be what police is describing as the victim of a sexual assault. Tonight, Prince William County Police say the man shown in this surveillance image is 25 to 35 years old, around 6 feet tall, and was inside the Hobby Lobby store at 14,000 Shoppers Best Way around noon on Wednesday. The 80-year-old woman was shopping when police say the suspect walked up from behind her, pressed up against her, and started inappropriately touching her. The woman confronted him, and then police say he left the store. People who shop here hope police arrest the suspect.
I feel that, he should be locked up, taken away, and off the street, because I think that, it makes me feel very uncomfortable and unsafe.
I think this world today is crazy. We have all kind of crazy people out here. He needs to be locked up. The key needs to be thrown away, because what can an 80-year-old person do? I think it's terrible. I think he needs to be thrown underneath the jail. That's what I feel, and the key thrown away.
So if you recognize the suspect shown on that surveillance image, call Prince William County Police. I'm Shamari Stone here in Woodbridge. Back to you.
Jeez. Man.
New at noon, he was convicted in a vicious hammer attack at a subway station. Now we know how long he will spend behind bars.
William Blunt hit Nina Rothschild in the head more than a dozen times at the Queens Plaza.
Nina Rothschild hit her in the head. I remember when this happened. It was unprovoked. Niggas are just wilding, man. God. On the elderly, man.
Now we know how long he will spend behind bars.
William Blunt hit Nina Rothschild in the head more than a dozen times at the Queens Plaza subway station. Eyewitness News reporter Shantae Lands live outside the courthouse in Kew Gardens, where the judge just handed down that sentence. Shantae?
Well, Sandra and Lauren, the judge gave a lengthy sentence, ultimately throwing the book at William Blunt, saying that Based on the amount of evidence and him being completely wrong, he gave him 25 years to life. 60-year-old William Blount entered the courtroom earlier today, just about an hour or two ago. He sat emotionless as the prosecutors requested the maximum sentence. He was tried and convicted, you might remember, for first-degree assault and robbery back in February. Well, they brought up a handful of his prior convictions spanning decades of violent felony offenses of kidnapping, robbery, and attempted robbery. Blount's sentencing today comes more than 3 years after that savage hammer attack that was caught on camera in Long Island City. The video of the brutal robbery on the subway steps in February of 2022 sent shockwaves throughout New York City. William Blount was later arrested and convicted of kicking the 60-year-old female victim in her back twice before falling down the stairs. The victim that he struck was a subway rider and city health worker, 60-year-old Nina Rothschild. She was struck in the head 13 times with a hammer. Rothschild was headed home from her job as a research scientist with the New York City Health Department when she was attacked. Now, despite having a fractured skull, she survived and returned to court today to deliver her powerful impact statement.
My rhetorical question is to Mr. Blount. I do not expect an answer, but I have often imagined asking this question and will take advantage of the opportunity. My question: what were you thinking on the night of February 24th, 2022? If confronted by someone wielding a hammer, most people would simply give up their bags. Why on earth did you come up behind me, fracture my skull multiple times with a hammer, and then grab my bag?
And she asked for the maximum sentence. And I asked Nina Rothschild what it was like seeing William Blount and being able to speak with him for the first time. She simply said that it was freeing. Reporting live and outside of Queens Criminal Court, Shantae Lands, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
Jeez. These niggas, man. God damn. These niggas are awful, man. These niggas are awful.
Rashad Al-Hakim Jr.'s mom says she's absolutely heartbroken. She says Spores' sentence must not have been long enough if they're already out of prison. A convicted killer and former Fresno State teaching assistant is out on parole.
It just broke my heart all over again.
Last April, a judge sentenced Lisa Spores to 5 years for hitting and killing 15-year-old Rashad Al-Hakim Jr. But Spores was released on June 22nd.
You guys said she got 5 years, like it hasn't even been.
Vehicular manslaughter, vehicular manslaughter doesn't get you nothing. You know, vehicular manslaughter, she could have killed the whole family, and he would have got like 5 years. Like the law for maybe they need to think about changing the law for vehicular manslaughter. Maybe that's something that needs to be changed.
In full 3.
Rashad's mom, Regina Bell, got the news of Spores' release on July 4th. She says it killed all reason to celebrate.
Nothing that happened makes sense. The way things went, nothing made sense to me. And I'm supposed to just be okay with it because that's the law.
Rashad was killed in October of 2022 while riding his bike near Hoover High School. But Spores didn't turn themselves in until after the holidays.
She didn't even get arrested. If I would have hit somebody and I was on drugs, no matter what kind of drugs they were, I would have been arrested that day.
Spores was originally charged with driving under the influence, hit and run, and murder. But a plea deal reduced those charges to vehicular manslaughter while intoxicated and hit and run causing death. The maximum sentence was 5 years, but time credits brought it down to less than 3. Not nearly enough to satisfy Bell.
I don't really want to go outside because I don't want to see her.
She says now the sentence is reversed. Spores' freedom has become her prison.
A friend of mine already ran into her at a grocery store, just randomly shopping. So since I found out, I have been isolating myself to the house.
She says the isolation won't last forever, though. For her other son's sake, she has to go on. Now, Bell says Rashad used to light up the room every time he walked in, and no prison sentence could actually fix what's been lost. I reached out to the DA's office today to see if they would want to respond to her frustrations, but they declined to comment. Live in studio, I'm Brianna Bias, KC24, local news that matters.
Wow. Jeez. Jeez. If you want to come up, man, link is in the description box. Let me put the link in the description box. We getting off to a rough start, man. Come on, sons, man. Like, we hopeful, man. We want you guys to stop, man. We want you guys to stop this stuff, man. Please stop doing this to people, man. Sons. Sons, please stop. We're going to get to the McDonald's killer in a little bit, man.
Help them track down two people wanted in a subway robbery. This happened in Canarsie on an L train earlier this month. And this morning, we're getting a look at the suspects. News 12's Edric Robinson. He's at the Rockaway Parkway station with the details. Edric, I'm sure, alarming for commuters.
Yeah, Christy, this happened on an L train here at this Rockaway Parkway station you see behind me. Cops say that woman was punched, kicked, and had her phone stolen all on a morning commute. That was 10 days ago, but police have now released the photos of two people they're hoping to find. Take a look for yourself. These are the individuals they're looking for. You can see a man in a multicolored shirt and a woman in a white t-shirt and dark pants. Police tell us it happened around 10:50 in the morning on July.
They dressed like extras in Gilbert's Great, man. Who ate Gilbert's Great? Go rob somebody, man. The hell?
First, these two came up and started arguing with the victim. It got physical real quick. One of them kicked her down, and while she's on the floor, the other person punches her in the face and snatches her phone. The two got off at Sutter Avenue after the attack and ran off. Transit crime here is actually way down in this 69th police precinct. Only one case reported all year before this one, which makes two total this year. This time last year, there were 7, but some can argue that's exactly why police need help.
That's good, man. That's good.
Turning now to Highbridge, police tell us that they are looking for 2 teens. They say slashed a 16-year-old boy outside of a middle school. Let's send things over to News 12's Marissa Santorelli in the Alert Center with a look at who police think did it.
Yeah, Noel, good morning. I mean, really a scary scene breaking out at 1220 Girard Avenue. This is directly outside the Rafael Hernandez Dual Language School in Highbridge. Now, I'm going to break down the details. So we're hearing from police that back on Saturday, June 14th, just before 4 o'clock, that 2 teen boys between the ages of 16 and 17, I have images here of those two. Well, they approached a 16-year-old boy. Police say that this individual here and then this guy, they got into a physical fight with that 16-year-old. One of them, they say, pulled out a medical scalpel and then slashed the boy in his face and his right hand, while the other kicked and beat him up to the ground. Police say they did take off. Here's a video here, police giving us a better image of the 2 boys involved. Now, police say they were last seen wearing these clothes right here. So if you have any information that can help track these 2 boys down, they ask that you call the Crime Stoppers hotline. That number is 1-800-577-TIPS. And I do want to note, all calls are kept confidential, and that 16-year-old boy is in stable condition. Noel?
Damn.
Well, 2 men posing as real estate brokers in Miami now accused of scamming dozens of victims out of thousands of dollars. Today, we spoke to one victim who retells her experience. Sophia Hernandez joins us outside the Miami-Dade County Jail with more. Sophia, these two men have scammed people out of thousands of dollars?
Yeah, that's exactly right. This girl who spoke to me, she said that she and her girlfriend actually sent this man $5,000. They even recommended him to friends of theirs after being promised that they would receive a discount. They, too, lost thousands of dollars, never receiving that money back. 2 years ago, 21-year-old college student Jada Donaldson posted this on Facebook, looking for a place to live near Miami Lakes. This man, 37-year-old Joshua Harrison, answered.
We're like, okay, we want to see the house. Josh texts us. We like the price that he gives us, $1,400 for a 1-1. That's perfect. I mean, that's reasonable. So I'm like, okay, yeah, give me your number so I could text you and we could talk about it and we could see the house. He said, okay, no problem.
Over the phone, Donaldson shares she and her girlfriend picked a house. They went to see the home, and Harrison didn't show, but he appeared later for a meetup with a lease agreement.
He owns homes, basically, that he has Airbnb rentals. He has his own loft design. Like, he's really, like, talking, like, showing us stuff.
According to arrest documents, Jada signed, selling over $2,000. But once received, Harrison told her the rental was no longer available. What followed was weeks of back and forth via phone, with Harrison making Jada believe that there were additional rental properties available. Once Jada realized what was happening, Harrison stopped communicating, never returning her money.
He has no remorse, selfish, like, and no heart. Because I even told him, like, I'm a college student. I'm not rich. Like, I'm literally living basically check to check right now, like, because of you at this point.
And Jada isn't the only one. Harrison appeared in bond court Saturday, where dozens of victims, including Donaldson, shared their experiences. She says she's in a group chat with at least 20 people impacted. That's not including those who were victims to
that nigga smiling and shit. What the fuck is he smiling for?
29-year-old Jose Lopez's fraud schemes. One arrest document saying Lopez and Harrison worked together to take close to $2,000 from one woman. Now, Harrison's bond was set at $1.2 million this past Saturday. As for Lopez,
that's right.
He has already made bond. Sophia.
What's up, guys? How are you guys doing, man? What's new?
Yo, what up, Bob? Not much. I'd say smash on the baldy chick, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so.
I just scored a really good deal on some fishing reels on Marketplace, so I'm in a good mood.
Oh, you about to go fishing this weekend?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I need to get some more rods for this new stuff I just got.
Oh. So you just buy shit. That's what you waste your money on, fishing stuff. That's your hobby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's one of them.
Wow, that's amazing, man. I ain't been fishing in 9 years. I ain't been fishing about 9 years yet, man. God damn. I love fishing. Those nights. It's fun, man. I want to take when my son get older, maybe I'll take him fishing anyway.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take my friends' kids on Sunday.
Yeah, kids love fishing, man. Love fishing, man. Yeah, it's fun. Do you eat the fish?
Sometimes, not every time.
Yeah, depending on where you catch them. So yeah, man. Remember how they said crack ruined the black community, man?
A few months back,
they say black ruined the black community.
A few months back, I used to be up and down the same street, going in and out of these same cellars, using narcotics. But now I don't have that now, thanks to the community thing anyway. Now this cellar fence is up here. There's another shooting gallery in here. This is a known shooting gallery. They go in here and They dive down into this hole here. They go in here, and you can see that hole. So they go down in here.
Shooting gallery. One thing, it wasn't as much litter on the ground as it is now back in the day.
Now, this theater here is a hangout for drug addicts, wine drinkers, and all alike. Now next to it is another spot. It's a abandoned building. They're beginning to file out of there now, one by one. They come out now for their fixes. They use this for living quarters as well as a shooting gallery. Now you have here, just a little ways farther, you have a shooting gallery, which is located just a
Damn, so it was rough back then. A lot of fucking shooting galleries in the black community, man. It's everywhere, man. Shooting gallery here, shooting gallery there. Shooting up heroin and shit everywhere, man. Wow.
Police tell Fox 6 a 4-year-old boy was shot Thursday night in this apartment near Northridge Lake. Neighbor Tangela Williams says she was outside with her own kids when she heard that shot. Then she heard her neighbor.
The mom, she just came outside. She was just screaming like, my baby, my baby, my baby.
Williams says she and 2 others rushed into the apartment to help.
We were trying to save him, but we couldn't. We did CPR and he was just laying there lifeless.
Milwaukee police say they're still investigating the child's death. They would not say whether it was intentional or an accident.
He had a hole in the back of his head. Like, a hole was in the back of this baby's head. And she's performing CPR on him.
MPD said it's referring charges to the district attorney's office. Milwaukee police records show 2 people were arrested at the address. A 34-year-old man on suspicion of first-degree intentional homicide. Police also arrested a 33-year-old woman on suspicion of aiding and abetting a felon.
I told the officers, I'm like, she gave me her purse. Could y'all take this? It might be a handgun in it. And it was.
Now a 4-year-old boy is dead.
He was the sweetest kid ever. He was such a sweetheart.
Shot and killed.
Loved ones holding a vigil this afternoon to remember the woman shot and killed by her ex-boyfriend last week in Shorewood.
I'm being as strong as possible. I'm trying to be as strong as I can.
Bill Miston joins us as we're learning new information about what happened that morning that left 2 other people injured.
Memorial where Victoria Truss was shot and killed last week. A Shorewood police officer was also shot, but is expected to be okay after a bullet hit his ballistic vest. The landlord for the home where Truss lived was also shot multiple times. Now court filings say the
look at those jeans, man. Golly, man. Damn, sister.
I can't even. Were those ripped jeans, or I can't even tell what I'm looking at.
They ripped it. They're like slats, but she's so thick that it's like you can't even see her. You can't even see the. It just look like she don't have no jeans on right there. Everyone hit that like button. Support the channel via PayPal, Cash App, or the Super Chat. Sponsor the show, guys. Hit the like button. Jeez. Hey. Well, let's get into this McDonald's story, man. Let's get into this McDonald's, man. Mickey D's, man. Let's get into Mickey D's, man. This damn chick, man. Killed that sister, man.
The McDonald's employee accused of stabbing and killing her manager was arraigned on first-degree murder charges this afternoon in East Point.
Police say the suspect was sent home from work after an argument. Then she returned with a knife and a mask. Gino Vici joins us live from the McDonald's location on 9 Mile in East Point with more on the charges the suspect is facing. Gino.
Well, that's right, Shayna, and hello to you, Terrence. Now, we learned from this arraignment, 26-year-old Afeni Mohammed admitted to police she returned to work with a mask, armed with a knife, and she also admitted to stabbing and killing her manager, 39-year-old Jennifer Harris.
Afeni Mohammed stabbed McDonald's manager Jennifer Harris multiple times with a kitchen knife at the McDonald's restaurant at 179219 9 Mile. Harris was not armed at the time and died of her injuries.
Today, inside the 38th District Court in East Point, 26-year-old Afeni Badu Mohammed was arraigned on first-degree murder charges for stabbing and killing her manager, 39-year-old Jennifer Harris.
Prior to the stabbing, Mohammed was sent home by Harris for not performing her work duties and told Harris, "I'll be back."
East Point police officers, during their swear-to beforehand, revealed disturbing details about what appeared to be a planned killing.
Mohammed was arrested on scene and the knife was recovered. Mohammed admitted that she intended to kill Harris and stated that after she was sent home, she drove to a nearby park, decided to come back and stab Harris with a knife that she had inside of her vehicle. When Mohammed returned to stab Harris, she entered the back entrance with a hooded mask over her face in an attempt to conceal her identity and attempted to flee the scene after the stabbing, but was stopped by an armed customer.
What's more disturbing, Mohammed posted videos to social media saying she was fed up with her manager for repeatedly sending her home from work. Mohammed's defense attorney argued for a bond, which prompted a fiery response from the prosecutor, who pointed out Mohammed has a criminal history of stabbing.
The defendant does have a prior instance of at least one that I'm aware that involved a stabbing, similar obviously to the stabbing that occurred in this case involving a knife. So given all of those factors and given the fact that this court does have authority to give no bond to defendants charged with murder, I am asking at this time for no bond in this case.
And back here live, and as it relates to bond, by the way, it was set at $25 million cash bond, which could be considered to be no bond at all. Meanwhile, the franchise owner of this location here on 9 Mile and East Point released a statement saying they were deeply saddened. They were cooperating with the investigation, and for the meantime, this location will be closed. Meanwhile, Mohammed is due back in court July 23rd.
Let's see this crazy chick, man. This is one nutty chick, man. She is a fucking nut. Just look at her, man. Just look at her, man. She's dead. You know what I mean? She's just dead like a zombie. Would you smash? Huh?
No. I don't know. I might. It depends. Depends on what my dry streaks look like.
Man.
Hey, man, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm just keeping it real.
You keeping it funky. I'm a pass though, but I'm glad. Thank you for keeping it funky, man.
Yeah.
Each his own.
Of course, I'm just going by next shot, you know. And then if
what about this one? What about her?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe. What's the body look like?
It's good. It's thick. She's thick. What about her?
I mean, come on, man. I got a low bar, man.
I said, what is it? What is it? Go ahead and tell me. Yes,
you're
right?
asking smash or pass? Yeah,
yeah.
That's a chick, right? Yeah. I don't want you to. I don't want you to set me up with it. Oh, that's messed up. I hit me with the okie doke, man. That's
Pranking your own panel members. That's a new look.
Man, that is, man. You over here talking about bro code. Now you're talking about bro.
Real life. I would have did it in real life, man. I would have done you like that in real life, man.
Oh, yikes. Major yikes.
Jeez, dream. Oh, man. Look at this chick, man. This chick is crazy. Like, look at her. Look at this shit she be doing. Okay, this is her. That's her. Is that the one we saw yesterday? Her talking the crazy shit. This is her with Chucky mask and shit. she's a strange broad, man. Her name is Afeni Badu Muhammad.
Oh,
She got a history.
Muhammad, that's a desert demon, right? Shit. They should have saw that coming.
Nah, she a sister.
I think it's just the name.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's just
okay.
yeah. 2022, she got unlawful injury, stab, cut, wound without malicious intent. How do you stab and cut somebody without malicious intent? So she's already stabbed somebody.
The more I watch this, the more I learn that law just doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah. Hey,
Yesterday,
Fisherman, you remember?
I got sent home.
Go ahead.
No, I was about to say one thing that I'm Fisherman. I know you're familiar with Fabian. One thing that Fabian said on our panel, he's like, it's either going to be the rules of the jungle or the rules of the law. And so it's like, man, this is straight jungle action right here. Oh man, let me. That reminds me of something that happened. So I remember way back. This might be about 2019. I was doing Lyft, and I picked up this hood. She was like a lesbian, a lesbian woman playing stepdaddy, taking or playing stepmama, taking her from one place to another. Turns out that chick served in the military or whatever. Talk about how she'd been to France, and she was just making it seem like France was just much better place than America. And then she says something about, well, let me put it this way: would you rather somebody talk shit behind your back or talk shit to your face? And I'm like, behind my back? And she was like, really? Huh? I guess everybody ain't built the same. And I'm like, what you mean? I'd rather somebody talk behind my back rather than my face. I mean, my character is what I really care about. But I realized that whatever that chick is on or whatever you got to say it to my face. It really does seem like that's kind of like what happens. People are just ready to die today.
Man, let's see what. So you're smashing this chick, this crazy chick right here.
Well, of course I wouldn't know that she was crazy and all that, which would just
Right, no doubt.
Yeah.
Look at the shit let me show you the shit she was doing. The day before, like the days. This is she been wanting to kill this lady for a long time.
All right, relax, calm down. Maybe I was misunderstood. Maybe you know that
that goose felt her energy, man. That goose felt her energy. It was like, I'm out of here, man.
All right, relax, calm down. Baby, I was misunderstood. Baby, you know that I'll always treat you good. They wanted me to be some shady, so I buried him for good. We're more than neighbors, in fact, we're his family. Wanted to punch me? We could. We're soldiers. It smells like the play.
Damn, she got this bird right here. Killing animals is kind of
oh my god.
It's kind of like a warning.
Psychotic.
Sign. Yeah, when you start killing
she's
animals.
A serial killer.
Yeah,
what?
She's a nut.
Oh god, that's
too bad.
Crazy.
The manager didn't know what she was dealing with, man. The manager probably just thought it was. If the manager had known about this stuff, she might have moved differently, man.
T Money in the chat says she's giving me a boner.
Hey, man. Well, teach his own, man.
Now to put you in history, you was never that lady that I was talking about from the beginning. In fact, you're another lady who saved my life and helped me put the wicked to an ending. Baby, take it.
She gonna be right at home in prison, man. She gonna find a lot of people that's crazy just like her. Oh, that's the only benefit to this shit.
Yeah, that bitch got demons. Demons upon demons.
Yeah, she look like a weirdo. She don't look like no hood chick. She look like some kind of
she's like some weird alternative goth kind of.
Exactly.
I didn't think so
emo chick or some shit. Yeah, she definitely ain't no hood chick. She whacked that bitch though. God damn. Came in that motherfucker. Hood chick couldn't fuck with her. Because this was a hood chick. This chick was 6 moms. This baby mother was 6 kids. She was a hood chick. She got dealt with by a weirdo bitch.
Yeah, I promise them 6 daughters do not want the smoke.
Hell nah.
Yeah.
Hell nah. They were glad the police called her, man. Make sure y'all support the channel via PayPal. We need some sponsors for the show, for tonight's show, man. Make sure y'all support tonight's show, man. Via PayPal, Cash App, with a super chat, man. Yeah, this bitch right here, jeez. She done stabbed somebody in 2022. That's some shit, man. Salute to Barry B, man. Barry B is in the building, man. Once again, shout out to Barry B. Also, shout out to Pamela Anderson, man. Pamela Anderson in the building. That's it. That bitch, something about this bitch just don't sit right with me, man.
Yeah, I
Like
know.
she's not even like crushed and shit. You know what I'm saying? She's just like, well,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
kind
saying?
of looks dead inside. Damn,
Just
the worst
another
part is,
day.
I think I might still smash even if I knew about this. Damn, I hate myself.
That's crazy, man. How do they let her keep her wig, man? They should take your wig if you kill somebody, man.
Right.
You don't get to look good after you kill somebody, bitch. You want to see them that nappy ass fucking braids under that shit, man. You the walk of shame, bitch. Got this bitch in here with a goddamn wig on, man. Ain't that contraband? This shit is crazy, man. The shit they let women do get away with, man. They never let a dude come in jail with a fucking wig on, man. Prison, whatever the fuck. This bitch is gonna be, she's never getting out. They're gonna hit her with life plus like 60 years.
Thank God.
That shit is crazy. What a beady-eyed bitch, man. She don't have no soul.
Imagine dying in a McDonald's.
Yeah, I know, right? It's a pretty painful death too. I mean, I don't know, stabbed multiple times. I still can't get over her killing that bird. I don't know. That bothers me a little bit more than the whole stabbing thing. It's
She
like,
probably didn't kill it. She probably just found it dead. Like, you can't, it's hard to catch those little robins.
oh, okay.
Wow. What a fucking crazy ass fucking broad, man. She is going to be at home. Oh wow. Businessman Todd Austin, CEO of Credit Champs, was shot and killed today in a salon while seated getting a haircut by an alleged ex-girlfriend. Yeah, this is the second black business owner to get whacked out by his girlfriend. Remember the guy who owned the cookie shop in the mall? His ex-girlfriend came and whacked him out. He owned a cookie shop in the mall food court. And bitch came and whacked him out right at the cookie shop. This guy right here. Yeah.
Women don't know how to take any L's.
Yeah, man. Think about it, man. This dude, he said she did turn the weapon on herself, just like the other one. She tried to do that too. Damn. She turned the weapon on herself. She killed him and killed herself. Think about it, man. That's some next level shit, man. That's diabolical.
I did get 2 birds, and I'm gonna wait till they come out. This is as a murder suicide, but I know a man. It's a domestic situation. I can tell you that much. It's a domestic situation where a dude was getting his haircut. And a woman came in and shot him and while he in the chair while he getting his haircut. So, that's how that's going. And I just don't understand. I just don't understand how many different versions on how.
Oh God. But that's just so sad, man. Damn, bro. Damn, bro.
Yeah, ain't nobody gonna talk about it either.
Here's another football player. He from DC. This kid from DC. His
Something he
man
was tall.
came. Yeah, he's 6'7". His man came down to from DC with him at college, to be with him, just to hang, And one night they got in a shootout with another group. Girl got hit. She died. It's a big story a few years ago. But yeah, this motherfucker was there. He passed his friend the gun, and he shot, and one of the bullets hit this girl, a mother of one. I think she's a mother of one. She died. And now it's like, maybe this will be long enough for people. It's been 2 years, but they are gonna cook this boy. This boy was on the basketball team. He was on the basketball team. Damn, who is Shorty? Is that his Shorty? God damn. That's his Shorty right there? Jeez. That's his lady. Jeez. And you gonna be living in a cell for the next 20 years. God damn, boy. These decisions niggas make to do this crime, they can't help it, man. They don't have no impulse control. It's so sad, man.
Yeah.
Dang, that nice piece of nice piece, man. So sad, man. Said China's living in the future.
Oh my gosh, guys, check this out. So they have these mini capsules where you can sleep if you have a layover that's like 2 hours, 3 hours. All you have to do is literally just scan, and then you can sleep in for like 2 hours, 3 hours if you have a layover. Okay, I've seen one is open, so let me see if I'd be able to get the insides of it. But oh my gosh, guys, this is so cute. So that's the capsule. Yeah.
Look at the Pinky Brown, man.
Black is chair control.
Wow, look at that.
Oh, so this controls the seat. It could go back, forward. So if you want to sleep and everything, see, it's coming forward. Oh, this is so cool.
Some man will be in there playing with his dick.
And then you can lie down and sleep. So you can relax if you have your laptop, watch a movie. Oh, actually, they have a TV here. So you just turn it on and then you chill. If you have a layover in the airports, this is a good idea. It's called a shell. So I feel like this is the best idea if you're on a budget and you don't want to book a hotel and stay in when you have a layover. This is the place to be. In fact, I'm going to sleep. Bye, guys.
Wow.
There's another. And you have your provision stores here, and you have your McDonald's here. So like, this is literally the best idea in an airport. I feel like everyone has to, or every country has to invest this in their airports because it would make traveling less stressful. So who wants to invest in this? Contact me. Let's just do business together.
What the hell are you talking about? Hey, don't this remind you of those cops?
Imagine this in Ghana or any other.
Wasn't there a time? Wasn't there a time where you showed China how they had these? It was like assisted living for China, but there were like uh, these coffin rooms. They were real. It was a real big area. Thought it was on your show.
Mm-mm.
Kind of like what that's. Oh, okay, maybe not.
Have any of y'all watched Love Island? I heard this is a big deal. Love
No,
Island.
I saw it was trending #1 on Twitter, but that shit looks like that same old
It's just
propagandized.
more woman bullshit. It's all fake.
Yeah, yeah, that
Just like
Bravo.
The Bachelor and all that other type of shit.
Yeah. Makes women believe in all the shiny things and throwing and splashing motherfucking Chardonnay at people's face and stuff.
Yeah, it just normalizes drama. It makes it seem like being overly dramatic is acceptable.
Right, right. It's like a high class Jerry Springer show. You know, it's complete bullshit. And I don't know how many women that it corrupts the mind.
Let's see what this cop do right here.
Get down! I'm gonna shoot you! I'm gonna shoot you! Get on the fucking ground! Get down the ground! I'm gonna fucking shoot you! Roll on your stomach! Roll on your stomach! I'm gonna fucking shoot you! Roll on your stomach! I'm on my stomach, sir. Keep your hands out or I'm gonna fucking shoot you! Put your hands behind your back!
That cop meant business. He meant business.
Get down! I'm gonna shoot you!
People upset. This one says racist white police officer wants to kill this black man so bad.
Oh my god!
So you mean he took control of the situation? Like, what do you want him to do? Hey man, please, could you please lay down? Oh, okay, you're not going. Okay, well,
yeah.
This guy says white officers should not be allowed to arrest black people.
Right, these people are losers. Hey, well, at least that cop understood how the proper way to treat a son, man. You gotta treat him with severe threat. You know, if you sit here and come at them with that please bullshit, shit, they're gonna try and take you and that gun on.
Says please sue ASAP. This is unnecessary, completely unacceptable show of force. Cop is doing his best to escalate the situation. They don't know what happened before. They don't know what happened after this 20 seconds. They don't know. You can't even see the guy who's getting arrested in the camera. You know how blacks are. Like this is the annoying part. Everybody know we got body cams. Everybody know how black, especially hoodlums, gonna act in front with the police, man. Everybody knows that. And they still gonna fucking cape for the criminal. What can you do, man? What can you do, man? What can we do? We can't do anything about it, man. All we can do is let me go to my other channel, man. All we can do is salute to everybody that's joined the channel, man.
So lads,
let me watch later. I had some stuff. Oh, here you go, right here, boom.
The U.S. Army is rolling out a new fitness test this summer.
Go.
And one of the big changes, men and women have the same requirements for combat roles.
Don't make me do this alone. Walk me through what
So,
we're
of
doing.
course, I had to know if I had what it takes to be a soldier.
Am I in? Am I general?
I went to the 200-year-old Fort Hamilton base in Brooklyn, New York, to take the new test myself.
Welcome to your first event. It's going to be a standing deadlift.
The Army says this, quote, data-driven change tries to prepare soldiers for tasks that come up on the battlefield, like dragging a fallen colleague to safety or carrying equipment bags weighing hundreds of pounds. For decades, the test was simply timed push-ups, sit-ups, and a 2-mile run. Then, in 2015, women were cleared for all combat roles, and the test revised. more than once, which was controversial. Concerns over different standards for men and women impacting readiness, but also certain events targeting brute strength that some argued were not relevant to modern combat. Congress grilling Army leadership in 2021 after reports that 44% of women were failing compared to only 7% of men.
The test shouldn't be structured in a way that is unfair.
So in 2024.
What do you think about that so far, guys? They rolling back a lot of shit, man.
So who is this talking right now?
This woman? I don't know. Representative Debbie Wasserman Schultz. She's she married
She a Florida Juice Crew. She is a demon. This woman is a demon. If you listen to her talk in Congress, she is a demon. If there is such a thing. Like, she says the most off the wall gaslighting bullshit you've ever heard in your life.
Man, that's crazy. I mean, I know the type.
Schultz. Yeah, she's anti-white. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, these people. I mean, it's like they're laughing in people's faces. It's like in Carrie. They're all gonna laugh at you. You know, it's all they're doing, just laughing in people's faces.
Wasserman Schultz. Let's see what else they got.
It's unfair.
So in 2024, a new law required the Army to put in place higher standards for combat roles.
So I got to do it by age bracket?
In this latest test, non-combat roles still consider gender and age for baseline requirements, but combat roles only consider age.
Why do you think it was important now for the standards to be the same for men and women?
We have to make sure that our frontline soldiers, regardless of gender, are ready for any task at hand as we move away from insurgency to high-scale combat.
This is Lieutenant Colonel John Rockland Rhodes, or Rocky. He's New York City's recruiting battalion commander.
You have to score at least 60 points or 60% in each event, so you can't fail one event.
For soldiers looking to be in combat positions, they need at least 350 points total.
Okay.
There you go.
More?
That's it.
But that's minimum.
Yeah.
I want more points.
You want more?
The events are deadlifting, hand release push-ups, sprint, drag, carry, planking, and a 2-mile run.
I feel tired.
After the test, which took about an hour and a half, I got the results.
You are 468 points.
468, which means general.
And since I passed with flying colors.
Oh, so I can go to combat.
Oh, 1,000%.
But my victory is short-lived.
It's good for 6 months, so
I got just to get 6 months.
For now, I'll just hang up the results on my fridge. Yasmin Vasugian, NBC News.
We thank you.
Jesus Christ. I'm glad they rolled that shit back, man. Women don't belong on the battlefield. And any man that thinks that is
delusional.
Yeah.
They're delusional. They're in on it, whatever.
Women and on the battlefield, man.
And a lot of those, like that lieutenant colonel or whatever he was talking, a lot of those higher up guys, they're career military and they're extremely politically motivated, and a lot of them are extremely woke and weird. And they will, they're not like these hardened battle, proven men and women. They're like weird, woke, political types.
Wow. Oh, man. So much going on, man. Boxer. Maybe.
Developing right now, a well-known boxer arrested right here in South Florida. Gervonta Davis is accused of assaulting his ex-girlfriend in Doral.
And this is not the first run-in with the law. Local 10's Roy Ramos is live outside of the jail in West Miami-Dade.
And I know you have some details on this latest arrest for the boxer, Roy.
Christy and Alexis, the charge he is facing is battery with domestic violence. And you mentioned this was an ex-girlfriend, but it is also the mother of his children. That, according to police. Let's show you who we're talking about here. You were looking at the mugshot of professional and well-known boxer, 30-year-old Gervonta Tank Davis. He was arrested by Miami Beach police early this morning on a warrant for his arrest following an alleged incident that happened in June on Father's Day. In the arrest report we obtained, Davis is accused of striking and slapping the mother of his children in the face, causing injuries to her lip as he arrived to pick up his kids from her Doral home. Unfortunately, this is not the first time Davis has made headlines for his run-ins with the law involving domestic violence. I tried to speak with him back in 2022 as he bonded out of the Broward County Jail for allegedly hitting his ex-girlfriend outside of his Parkland home, causing injuries to her face. In 2020, he was seen on video grabbing his ex-girlfriend by the throat at a celebrity basketball game. While Davis is known for his fight in the ring, it is his fight with the law that he is facing off with once again. And Davis is expected to face a judge at some point today, likely this afternoon. We will be there for that and let you know what the judge decides. For now, in West Miami-Dade, Roy Ramos, Local 10 News.
Wow. Unbelievable. Let's see. Flashback, man.
So right now we're going to hip y'all that don't know to the DC go-go rappers of the 80s. Back in the day, we're talking decades before Wale, Shy Glizzy, and Logic. Corday, Fat Trail, and even long before Nonchalant. Back during that time, DC hadn't totally embraced hip-hop and rap yet because it was still all about the go-go.
Let's do this one.
Hello, everyone. I'm Sonia Massengale. Welcome to another edition of Folks. Recently, researchers trying to explain why many Black students are still not on the same academic level as their white counterparts found out something perplexing. In their sampling of Black students, they found that many students viewed academic achievement as white behavior. Well, that really set our thoughts in motion here, and we set out to find out whether that same thing would hold true among Black students in Louisiana. We came up with some surprising answers to the question about academic achievement and racial identity, and some other fascinating concerns that the students have about their schools and the public's perception of them. Later on, we'll have some education professionals joining us to help us examine the issues and concerns voiced by the students. But first, let's hear what these young Black achievers had to say. Booker T. Washington High School in Shreveport is one of the oldest historically Black high schools still in existence in Louisiana. These students are all high achievers. Have they ever been accused of acting white because they are good students?
No, because just to see me on a hall or with my friends, you wouldn't think I was academically at that level, because I try to separate my books from my, just say, fun time or whatever. Now, when I'm in the classroom, then I'll get serious and tone it down. And they say I look like a bookworm, but just to see with my friends, I start clowning or whatever.
It's not acting white because it's just like saying only white people are smart. That's not true, because Black people are intelligent also.
Now, through my scholastic career, everyone, seems to think, oh, she's trying to be better than us, but I'm trying to get myself through school because, you see some people walking down the street, they have no education, they just have no future. And I promised myself and my parents, they would never see me in that situation. So I try to strive for the best that I can do, because I couldn't stand to see myself, in a bad position like that.
Yeah, they call me nerd, whatever, but I don't let that bother me, I just go in the classroom and do what I'm supposed to do. I want to go to college and, someday be whatever I want to be, I can't, if I let them, discourage me, then I'm not going to get anywhere. But as long as I just do what I'm supposed to do. And I thank my parents a lot for that, because they teach me and guide me in the right direction.
Wow, these are some good Black kids, right? Why do Black people, when did they start talking crazy? When did Black people just forget how to talk? What year was it?
I don't know. Maybe when we started getting computers and we started having autocorrect.
it feel like it was in my time, because I mean, but when I look back at these things, these people are talking great, man. They speak great.
Yeah, they do. But I think there might have been a point. I don't know. I just think there was a point where in education where, when you're sitting in school, you're just going to have to read in class, or you're going to be forced to read in class. And because of that,
Let's be honest, man. Let's be honest about that part, though, man. It's DNA, man. The reason black women achieve the same as whites.
no, I know that. But what about the thought process with the son back then versus now? I mean, I guess it's still the same. Splitting hair.
Yeah. Salute to everybody out there. Make sure you support the channel via PayPal, Cash App, or the Super Chat.
Cocaine is bringing the whole world down. Because killer all the people.
South Jamaica suddenly became good campaign material. Years old, was assigned to protect a witness whose house had been fired.
Hold on. No, we was gonna go ahead and do that. You'll see this good old crime. Let me go back to the other channel, man. Here's some of this good old crime, man. Some of this good old crime.
Tonight, the verdict is in for a Scottsdale father accused of attempted first-degree murder for live streaming his attack on a DCS worker. Good evening, and thanks so much for joining us. For 12 News at 10, I'm Kariba Devine.
I'm Mark Curtis. It's horrifying video. This all unfolded last fall in the lobby of an East Valley DCS office. That's when DeAndre Johnson showed up for a meeting with his caseworker. He streamed his ambush live on Facebook.
12 News journalist Bianca Bono is joining us live in studio with more on how justice was served in this case. Bianca?
Yeah, Mark Caribe, during closing arguments yesterday, the state played that Facebook video showing Johnson attempting to strangle the employee. Shortly after that, a jury found him guilty.
We've been advised that the jury has reached a verdict.
A jury finding DeAndre Johnson guilty of attempting to commit first-degree murder against a state employee, and it was all captured on camera.
With all this DCS, I want to introduce you.
In November of last year, Johnson arranged a meeting with a DCS caseworker at a Mesa office. He set up his phone and streamed that meeting live on Facebook. He was angry that a DCS staffer met with his daughter about his case without him knowing. As soon as the meeting was coming to an end, Johnson attempted to strangle the employee. For minutes, he wouldn't let go, and the employee stops moving. He somehow survived, ultimately found by first responders in an altered state of consciousness.
You was a damn me.
While the defense argued Johnson was an upset parent acting out of emotion, prosecutors said the video and Johnson's own words spoke for itself.
You still breathing. I ain't making
The jury also found Johnson guilty of disorderly conduct and unlawful flight, and not guilty of aggravated assault. In response to the verdict, DCS issued a statement saying, in part, "We are relieved that the jury has found DeAndre Johnson guilty of attempted murder for the brutal and deliberate live-streamed attack on a DCS employee in 2024. This act of violence against a public servant performing their duty was both deeply disturbing and unacceptable. Ensuring the safety of our employees is paramount, and no one should fear for their safety while carrying out the essential work of child protection." Johnson is now set to be sentenced in September. And I did briefly speak with the victim seen in that video. He told me the verdict is a good win for the state. We're live in studio tonight. Bianca Bono, 12 News.
Bianca, thanks. Phoenix.
Good riddance. Man, what the hell, that dude. Oh, there he is.
I told you he was fading multiple times.
Yeah.
I can tell.
You said it, man. You said it.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up?
Oh man, see, Ak, you better stay up, man, cause we gonna go full. We gonna go full J pill on this mug. Alexander
Okay.
Bear, Alexander Bear will be here in no time to completely disrupt your show.
All right. Let's see this one.
A judge sent a security guard who shot and killed a man to prison. Thanks for joining us at 5. I'm Denise Valdez.
I'm David Charnes. This is a story the 8 News Now investigators have followed right from the beginning, first obtaining video, which then became part of the case file.
Our Vanessa Murphy in court during today's tense moments. And we do want to warn you, the video in this report is of a sensitive nature.
Judge Tiara Jones sentencing Kasia Mitchell to 5.5 to 14 years in prison for shooting and killing a man while she was working as a security guard. Judge Jones acknowledging this is a difficult case which dates back to the COVID-19 pandemic, but she points to video and the need to protect the public.
It's not what took place in the store that's the biggest issue. It's what took place outside of the store that's the biggest issue.
This video shows the moments leading up to Kasia Mitchell shooting and killing Thomas Martin outside a 7-Eleven in August of 2020. Tensions escalate at this Northeast neighborhood convenience store in less than 2 minutes. Mitchell limiting customers due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Martin, frustrated, barges in. Mitchell pulls out a gun. She and another employee remove Martin. She continues to point the gun at him. He slaps it away. The confrontation continues. Mitchell shoots Martin in the chest in front of his longtime partner.
He died in my yard. And then she continued to threaten me and tell me to get off of 7-Eleven property.
Prosecutors and Mitchell's defense team give 2 different versions of what happened.
I was asking myself, why was there even an arrest?
Her attorneys point to Martin's toxicology results showing he had methamphetamine in his system.
You would think that once outside the store, you would think maybe now, I don't know, it continues to be confrontational.
Prosecutors say Mitchell shouldn't have pulled out a gun, and they point to this. First exposed by the 8 News Now investigators, showing Mitchell's interaction with a woman in the store parking lot.
We learn about another video, an uncharged act from 19 days before, where we watch Miss Mitchell treating another customer like an animal.
Mitchell's attorneys ask for probation after she entered an Alford plea where she doesn't admit guilt but believes there may be enough evidence to convict her. That took a murder charge off the table in exchange for 2 felonies, including voluntary manslaughter.
I am truly sorry from the bottom of my heart.
Martin's partner saying in court she and his friends will be at Mitchell's parole hearings where she wants to hear her tell the truth. Reporting in downtown Las Vegas, Vanessa Murphy, 8 News Now.
Martin's partner also calling the Alford plea an insult since Mitchell is not admitting guilt.
You good?
Oh,
I don't have his number, guys. So if he drops off, like there's nothing I can do.
Ak, wake up. Oh shoot, somebody's there.
Yeah, somebody's watching with his number.
What'd you say?
You falling asleep, cuz.
Hey man, we just glad you back. Glad you back.
What did this guy do?
I'm Dia Wall here in the WFAA newsroom. Thanks for joining us here on WFAA Plus. You may have got that blue alert on your phone. Well, the FBI is searching for the 12th and final suspect and what they called an ambush on law enforcement. If you look at your screens right now, this is Benjamin Song. He's a former U.S. Marine Corps reservist accused of joining those 11 others in an organized attack against officers at the Prairie Land Detention Center. Now, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Northern District of Texas, this all happened here in Alvarado. We got an update on this entire situation, what happened when the ambush occurred. We're going to go to a package now and a story that was put together to kind of explain what happened by our Adriana Dialba.
Outside the Prairie Land Detention Center in Alvarado, heightened security after a shooting at the ICE facility on 4th of July.
This was an egregious attack on federal and local law enforcement officers.
Federal authorities revealing new details on Monday, saying they believe it was a coordinated attack.
It was a planned ambush with the intent to kill ICE corrections officers.
Federal prosecutors say Friday night, about a dozen people wearing black military-style clothing launched fireworks outside the ICE facility and vandalized it.
Seemed to be designed to draw ICE personnel outside the facility.
It escalated after officials say someone separate in a nearby wooded area shot an Alvarado police officer in the neck, who is now recovering. Officials say another person nearby began firing too.
Shot 20 to 30 rounds at these unarmed corrections officers. There was an AR-style rifle found at the scene.
Deputies stopped 7 suspects nearby. Investigators saying they found body armor, weapons, and radios. Inside the vehicle, a flag that said "Fight ICE Terror." It's unclear if this incident is connected to a shooting in McAllen, where an armed man was killed after exchanging gunfire at a Border Patrol facility. Federal prosecutors arresting and charging 10 people. They're facing 3 counts of attempted murder of a federal officer, among other charges. An investigation into the Alvarado incident still underway. In Alvarado, I'm Adriana De Alba.
As for the people who are a part of this, accused of taking part in this ambush, who have already been arrested to this point, Zachary Evans of Waxahachie, Joy Gibson of Dallas, Bradford Moore.
Wow. It just feels like it's a slow night, though, doesn't it? It feels like it's not a lot of.
It's not really. Candace Owens dropped like a little interview with Nick Fuentes or whatever. She put it behind a paywall.
Oh.
So a lot of people are upset. A lot of people are upset at Candace too. Not people. But they're thinking that they believe that she gave Fuentes like a hostile interview.
Well, Fuentes is not like he's kind of like he could be like a jerk sometimes, Like,
Yeah, he can, but it's like he's a jerk on his show, but he's had plenty of appearances like other places. So she kind of did. I don't know if you're familiar with Valuetainment and Adam Sosnick's.
I know.
She was on that. You know what it was? She was kind of on her Pierce Morgan shit.
Well,
like when Pierce Morgan.
Let me see this shit. Let me see if I can find the clip.
Yeah, the trailer. Look at the trailer. People were mad about her trailer because they felt that it was a bait and switch on the trailer.
Nicholas J. Fuentes. Here it is.
If you are, do you attend the mass?
I do.
Do you go every Sunday?
I do. Yeah.
Okay, so you're like a committed Catholic, then obviously, the perspectives on family. I mean, I personally, and this would be me lecturing, but I just feel like you really have no idea who you are until you start a family. And whether that means just marriage, some people who are struggling to have children, okay, fine. But there's such a growth that happens because of that I think it informs your beliefs in so many ways. And I think that was a huge turning point for me. Like, I wonder if I had been pressed with everything that happened last year, if I didn't have like the unshaken faith and my family, what would I have done? And sometimes when I see the things that you say, I do think, okay, he doesn't take into account family. Like, it's just Nick. Nick is in his own world, which can be, I think, a quite selfish perspective, which is fine. That's what you're saying. You like being selfish is another way to say what you just said. I like being selfish and I don't want to give of myself to somebody else. But
well, I also think there's something selfless involved, which is to say, I could go and start a family and drag them into a world of mine, which is pretty chaotic. You know, I mean, is this really the kind of a lifestyle? If I'm banned on everything and I can't make a living, I'm banned from banking, I'm banned from credit card processing, I'm getting doxxed, people are showing up to my house trying to kill me, things like that. And what's more, I mean, let's also get, you know, I also don't appreciate the lecture. You don't know me, you know, so I know you're married. I know you're.
I like that. I'm glad he did. I like
yeah,
the way he
hey,
said
yeah,
that.
man. Hey, I'm trying to tell you. See, the thing
I
about
don't appreciate the lecture. You don't know me.
yeah, hey, Nick, he, man, there was a couple times where Candace had to retract statements because she was, you know, she was doing her Pierce Morgan stuff, but you know, Nick, he's just, I don't know, he's got like some
I don't really know why she's doing this. Why is she trying to catch him or, you know, make him look some type of way? What is she trying to accomplish?
You know, I was wondering that too. And I was, because, you know, my wife is a real big fan of Candace or whatever. And when we would talk, my wife listens to Fuentes too. And when we talk about Fuentes, I always said it would be best for Fuentes to go on Tucker first before going anywhere else. Because once he goes on Tucker, then he'll go practically anywhere. But still, nobody took him, not even Tucker. So when she did, it seems like Candace Owens, you know, I believe that
You know what?
you know,
She
she
might
had
have to be. She might have to be an asshole because of his reputation. So she doesn't
yeah,
seem like she's
taking it easy on him.
the things he says on his little, I guess, live streams, whatever, or podcasts, whatever. Those things he says, like, you don't want to be seen as somebody who's like tacitly endorsing those things. You know what I mean? So it's salute to Boy Kachina, man. Shout out to Boy Kachina, man. Boy Kachina supporting the channel, man. We got two people supporting the channel, Pinky Brown and Boy Kachina. He says Stinky Dink was my nickname in high school. Stinky Dink, that's a rapper out of DC, man. Stinky Dink was a Stinky Dink get riggedy raw. Stinky Dink get riggedy raw. Shout out to Stinky Dink. Stinky Dink, one man, $100 in a one-track mind. One man, $100 in a one-track mind.
Older than me,
Yeah,
but you don't.
Good.
No, I was just gonna say, I personally believe that Candace just did what she felt was right for business. Because remember, she put this over a paywall. A lot of people were streaming it as it was happening. Candace was striking their YouTube videos down.
So she wants to have like a viral moment. Maybe she wanted to like kind of like pull him in to, like, you know what I'm saying, like, because it did like make what is it called? Don't agitate.
She wanted to sensational. I mean, I think she wanted to sensationalize it a little bit. You
Yeah, she wanted to. She wants to get a rise out of him. And listen, I like what he said right here. This is good, right?
Trying to kill me, things like that. And what's more, I mean, let's also get, you know, I also don't appreciate the lecture. You don't know me, you know, so I know you're married. I know you're older than me, but you don't know me. You don't know my life. You don't know my situation. I don't think you're in a position to give me advice, especially as a woman, honestly. I don't think women, you know, this is something in the right wing. We say we're anti-feminist, and then women go around telling men what to do. We're not their husbands. And, you know, I don't really buy into that ideologically, but that's besides the point. You know, my life has been tumultuous from the very beginning.
That's right, Nick.
If you are, do you attend the mass?
Put that chick in her place, man.
Do you attend the mass?
Yeah, man.
Put her in her place, man.
I didn't realize how big his streams are. He has like 60, 70,000 people in his live streams.
Oh yeah. Nick, I mean, he's
On what?
he's got
On what?
on Rumble.
What platform?
He's on
Oh,
Rumble.
he's on Rumble. Okay,
Yeah.
that's the only place that let him.
I mean, pretty much. I mean, he has his own little streaming service he created called I forget, Cozy, I think. Like when he was like completely banned from everywhere, people would listen to him on Cozy. But nah, he's got a following. He's got a cult following. It's almost like, I don't know if you ever watched Walking Dead, but later in the season they had these people, they called them the Whisperers, and they would just take hordes of zombies and they would kind of dress up in these zombie skin suits, and they would have those zombies just go way over on one side and go way over the other side. He's like one of them people in skin suits that can make his crowd go whichever way he sways them.
Wow.
And that's why you
Yeah.
suck, because you get somebody who comes out and defends you and has you on the show when you're being canceled, and then you throw him under the bus for what? Because like, I don't even know what your beef is. It's like, why not just have be totally like, oh yeah, that was cool, we had a conversation, I disagree with him on some points.
Well, here's why. Because I don't think that I should be grateful for being given a chance.
It's not being grateful. It's just being a decent enough human being. Forget gratefulness.
Okay.
You don't owe anybody anything.
Okay.
But the point is you kind of lament the fact that you've been canceled. You lament the fact when nobody will have your platform. And in the very same breath, talk about being a hypocrite, you're going after Dave Smith for what? Like, why is she doing Dave Smith? Jew. And that's why you suck. Because you get
Wicket's
somebody
in
who
the
comes
back.
out and defends you.
Man, she said that's why you suck.
Candace
I think she's trying to get
She was.
And she's doing the woman thing. She's creating drama. She's creating clickbait. The actual content that matters, the discussions that need to happen, they're getting lost. I mean, you look at your show. Every time you have a woman on the panel here, they fucking ruin it.
Oh, really? You think so?
Yeah, they absolutely ruin it.
Well, no, I was about to ask about AP, but I know your thoughts. But
you don't like AP Fisherman?
I think she gets kind of sidetracked sometimes. I mean, she's sharper than 98% of women, but at the same time, like that's what women do.
Yeah, Fisherman has that, just what Nick said about Candace, like, hey, you're a woman, you don't really have the right to judge me. That's kind of where Fisherman stands on AP when it comes to, critique of man.
But AP mostly goes at women though.
She does, but she'll pretty much go at whoever, She's one of them people who she's like a no one cares, do better type gal.
I think the question is Fisherman wrong? And I would say he's not.
What do you think about Pantheon, Fisherman?
No, I don't like her.
Why is that?
I just think it's the same thing. Like, she kind of drags the show into places it doesn't need to go and just kind of rambles and then, starts beef and that just stuff that doesn't matter.
Wow.
Well, what about
I don't really care to listen to women try to lecture us on how the world works.
Yeah. It's almost like listening to a comedian. It's like listening to a woman comedian talk about something rather than sex. It's like, bitch, I'm not interested, and I'm bored of listening to you talk about sex too.
Damn. Yeah, women comedians is few and far between that are funny.
Yeah.
Very few.
Now, don't get me wrong. No, don't get me wrong. Me personally, I've always, even since I was like in college, I always thought it was interesting to hear a woman's point of view. And if it's like three dudes talking about whatever, and then some chicks there throwing in her little opinion, I would be like, yeah, it's cool to get a woman's take, just to know the temperature of the room. But at the end of the day, I would almost think like it doesn't really matter,
Wow, you guys, you dropping bombs. Damn, Pantheon, yeah. What about the one, the only, Mrs. Computer,
Yeah,
Brown.
she's the worst.
Jeez.
Like out of the women that get on the panel, she was definitely the worst.
Wow.
Damn.
Brown,
I mean, she would derail the panel every time she got on. Like, was it funny at times? Yeah, but she completely derails the panel.
Yeah, that's true.
Y'all ladies, y'all need to, ladies, man, where y'all at, man? Yeah, you gonna let these dudes talk about y'all like
I mean,
that?
it's not like from a position of hate. It's just understanding male and female differences.
Yeah, women
No,
are
I get it.
simpler. You know, they grasp concepts in more simpler black and white ways. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they just process the world in a different way, and the way in which they process it isn't going to lead to complex systems that raise your standard of living.
Right. They just like, yo, either that was wrong, oh that was wrong, or that was right. Like, yeah, when the news interviews women after somebody gets shot, women rarely give you anything that deep. You know what I'm saying? But I do think that the women on the panel are very good. I think that I enjoy all the women that come on the panel, man. I think they give very good perspective on things, man. I'm shocked that you guys don't agree with that. That's
No,
wow.
I'm a
Look,
fan of I'm a fan of the women on Off Nation because they're here, they're in the spot, they're in Off Nation, so it's like they get with the program. But
what about you, Wicked? You think where do you fall on this, Wicked?
I think if we wanted to get insight on how to mix your cleaning solution, then yeah, I want to hear what they think about it, right? How much water,
Fuck.
how much soap,
Pine Sol.
how much pine salt. Give us. I'll hear that, but whatever. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, that's true.
But you're
Hey, but I can tell.
Good.
Well, I was gonna just say we're not, beyond Og Nation. If we're talking about that other stuff, like that other manosphere content where they're doing that co-ed stuff, oh, that is absolute cuck rhetoric. I mean, it's embarrassing to listen to these dudes like trying to meet these women in the middle. It's completely embarrassing.
What do you mean in the
I'm like,
middle?
You're a burrito, and you're like naturally chauvinist. Your culture is very chauvinist, Wicked. So I expect that from you to be.
Well, aren't men naturally that?
No, I mean not Western men. Not really.
Yeah.
Look, Western.
They used to be.
Western men. You're more like you come from a Mexican background and shit.
that machismo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
y'all
like
are very
y'all some breeders.
Well,
Y'all some breeders. They know how to respect the machismo.
Well, it's very natural, though, right? Look, I don't have to tell my girl for dinner to be ready when I get home, and it's not like in a menacing way. It's just like in a natural.
But she wants to make dinner for you, though.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean,
but it's different when the woman. It's different when the woman sees it as like a Western woman sees it as, like some kind of like you punking her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean that's because they've been brainwashed by Jewish feminism.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But my wife, she makes dinner but she wants to like she wants it to be like a thing, like she'll throw it in your face sometimes. Latinas don't throw it in your face, right? It just comes with the territory, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, look, I wash dishes and I sweep and mop. I don't mind it.
Oh shit, you're one of the rare men. Oh, so you're like a guy in Mexico would look at you like
Wicked.
Right.
Damn, Wicked. I got more of a traditional woman than you got. My wife, she's black, but she's Puerto Rican. Her people Puerto Rican. I don't do shit. I'm talking about I can have friends come over. She's gonna make everybody a plate and pick it up.
But I mean,
Wash it.
I like cleaning though. I like shit to be clean. You know what I'm saying?
Oh Lord.
Of course, yeah. I mean, of course, that's what you tell yourself to,
Right.
shame, like, because the
That boy
shame
let
will be.
that juice crew
Yo,
propaganda that got you, man.
yo,
I mean,
my girl
my
tells me, man, that toilet better be squeaky clean.
I believe you.
my concern's less to do with, like who cuts the grass and who does the dishes and that kind of shit. It's more of like how do we fix the bigger issues plaguing like politics and economics and so forth, and that's just beyond most women's
Yeah.
grasp.
I think a big one is the divorce courts, right? It's just devastating.
Yeah, I mean, it's totally skewed towards women, and women, avoid accountability nonstop, and so they're not going to be the ones to change that. And so then when men just say, fuck it, I'm not getting married and I'm not participating in raising the kids, then the society collapses.
Yeah.
That's where we're going right now. Like, that is what has happened over the past 40, 50 years.
Shout out to Douglas Chunks, man. He says, "Hey, have you seen recent clips of Lily Gaddis? The times they are indeed a changing." Lily Gaddis, I forgot who that is.
Lily Gaddis. That's that chick who said she was just talking on a vlog and she said, I deal with broke ass niggas, but she was just using niggas to talk about
Let me see.
everybody. And she
Yo,
got fired and doxxed.
Can I pick your brain real quick? I'll make it fast. I
Go
read
ahead,
something
man.
today that really fucked me up, and I want to see what you think about it. Do you remember the rapper FBG Duck?
Yes.
So he was killed in the Mag Mile outside of Dolce Gabbana, right?
Right.
He was a rapper he made a song dissing dead ops, right?
Right.
Well, I heard today that his mother, Dolce Gabbana, settled a lawsuit by his mother. Something about
What?
something about they don't admit liability, but they settled, right? I guess she was
Was it the
saying that.
line?
What was it?
The line outside was too long.
Well, I think I heard something about when Doug saw the ops rolling up. Think about it. Doug saw these dangerous sunwords running up, right? He tried to run in the store, and I guess they didn't let him in. What the fuck were they supposed to do? Let him in and blow the fucking store down? I mean, but my thing that I wanted to pick, because it really, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of fucked me up, right? Like in the sense of why, right? Why would they settle? Why give this lady any money? What is Dolce Gabbana supposed to do when these songwords are hell bent on deleting each other? That's what I wanted to pick your brain on.
I think that's completely ridiculous that they had to pay for that. But if she was going to sue anybody, I think she should have sued the cops who just let him sit there and just choke to death on his own blood. They didn't offer him any assistance. They just watched him die, and it was a slow death too.
Did they? I don't remember.
Yeah, he just nobody gave him any assistance.
I mean, these cops, right? I think they're trained on when they're able to and not render aid. But even with that, we know here that social media, it's very deceptive. They kind of like, they don't show you the whole thing. We don't know really what happened, right? They
Right.
show you what they want you to
From
see.
what I saw, from what you saw, it was like, yeah, he was struggling, and he was still alive. He was struggling. It wasn't like he was just laying there dead. He was
Yeah.
like, struggling, and they were just milling around. They weren't even hovering over him. They were just milling around like with their backs to him. And dying. But here's the thing. Here's the thing though about the Dolce Gabbana thing, man. If if they gonna give him that money, if those people want to give him that money, I'm not mad at the mom. I ain't gonna knock her, man. If they gonna give you the money for that stupid shit, you might as well take it.
Look, I'm not gonna defend. I'm not gonna be angry about Dolce Gabbana giving money out, right? She's also suing the estate of Little Dirk and King Von, right? Which that makes sense. But even though I'm not gonna defend Dolce & Gabbana, I don't care about them. It just the bigger picture is odd to me. And what are they supposed to do when these Sun words? I mean, the presidents. I was just very fucked up by it. I'm not gonna lie. It didn't make any sense to me. What do you think about that, Fisherman? I don't know if you know.
Oh no,
What I'm talking about.
I tuned it all out. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
So
yeah.
what Lily Gaddis is? Lily Gaddis is dating the black guy now. So she's you know, she got her brother. I guess she can use the N word all she want now.
Who is she?
She got a tattoo on her neck, black owned. Wow,
That's hilarious.
crazy.
Nah.
That's
Who is she?
crazy work right there.
Hey,
Wow.
Wicked, you don't remember that white chick that she just said niggas while she said broke ass niggas. She wasn't talking about black people. She just said it in the middle of her live, and then people found out about it, and they called her job. They called her job, and she ended up getting fired. She had a little viral moment, and then a whole bunch of right wing people started interviewing.
Okay, this time I have a beef with the male community. I give my criticisms to all because we are all about equity and inclusion here, right? So I'm sick and tired of all girls getting blamed, or like guys, certain guys, thinking that all girls are gold diggers. I don't know if it's because you get your information from those street interviews in like Miami at 3 a.m. outside of a nightclub. You're getting the opinion of some dumb whores and immigrants fresh off the boat looking for a green card. Yes, they are probably gold diggers, but that's the exception. I'm the rule. Everybody I know who's married right now, they're married to broke ass niggas. And they don't care. We don't give a fuck about your money. I couldn't care less about your fucking money, okay? My type is broke mechanics and surfer hippie dudes who just want to live in a shack and surf and have babies.
So yeah, that's what ruined her life. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I could see that at this time it was like a different administration, a different time. You know, she said at a different time. Now here's the thing too, like I mean, like even now though, it still would be like
You remember she was on
problem.
Pierce Morgan? Hey, you remember she was on Pierce Morgan,
definitely.
and
Definitely.
she said,
So she's a musher.
Mark she made, I guess so.
Well, I think she was.
I feel like I feel like that was another AI thing.
Yeah, it could have been, because I know she'd be playing around like that, because she's like calls herself like pro-white and stuff like that.
Oh, you think so?
I know YouTube's really trying to get me to watch her stuff because they keep fucking recommending it.
Oh wow, I haven't had it recommended.
Yeah, I know.
I think she's on the Gateway Pundit. Like I guess she's contracted with them or something.
She got a new. She got a Okay, well yeah, she's salute to her, man. Whatever, man. I whatever. If black people want to lose their heads over her saying the N word, let them go ahead, man. I'm gonna keep my peace, man. Let's see this sister, man. Let's see what this sister got to say, man. This sister, salute to everybody. Make sure you support the channel via PayPal, Cash App, or the Super Chat, guys. Sponsor the show.
Everybody, quiet down. We got a sister talk about the talk. Quiet down.
Thank
Quiet
you.
down.
Yeah, everybody, take a chill pill, man.
Listen to black women.
Educate us, man.
To black women.
Black American people need to stop identifying as African American. Yeah, I said it. We are not African. That is the problem. That is why Africans feel so comfortable coming in and infiltrating black spaces like Essence Fest, because they think we all one and the same, one band, one sound. No. We are natural born American citizens. We've been here for 4 or 5 centuries, 400 years plus, and we still not identifying as Americans. We're not Africans. That's why they come over here and they feel so comfortable with disrespecting us, because they think they super Africans, right? And we the little peon Africans because they got the direct source of the motherland and they know where they come from and they roots and all that stuff. Of course you do. One generation ago, you got here yesterday. You are the true African American. Africans, y'all come here from Ghana, from Senegal, from wherever, Ethiopia, whatever. Y'all come here and you get your citizenship or plant your roots, whatever. You're Africans - Americans. African Americans. Black Americans are not Africans. I don't have no Africans in my family. Period. I'm from California. My dad is from California. My grandma's from Wichita, Kansas. My great-grandma's from Wichita, Kansas. I can go back generations of Americans. That is where the confusion is coming from. And then people come from different countries and they come in our home, our house. This is our house. Yeah, the other half of our house might try to make us uncomfortable. The whites, they want to make us uncomfortable in our house. We all share in the same house. But at the end of the day, this is still our house. We're the visitors. The visitors are coming here and treating us like we less than. We can change the narrative. It's our storyline. We keep letting other people write our storyline and then getting mad at the story. There's too many of us to not be creating our own narrative. Let's change the narrative, okay? Take back the pride in what it means to be a Black American. Start highlighting our successes as a group of people, our successes, our contributions to America as a whole. Highlight that instead of hyper fixating on slavery. Let's let that storyline kind of simmer down a little bit and focus on the inventions and the contributions that Black people make today and have made for the past 4 or 5 centuries while we've been in America, and start to elevate as a people. Stop letting people push us down with their own narratives and start writing our own story to elevate us as a people in our home. This is our house, not theirs. This is our home. We are natural born American citizens, and don't let nobody tell you different.
Yeah, I mean, no lies detected, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Damn, she probably to sleep with all that
Yep.
knowledge.
He was just making the argument about how we got to listen to women and shit, and he fucking conks out as soon as one gets on.
That's what y'all were talking about when I came in listening to women?
I don't know.
Yeah, but okay, jokes aside though, everything she said was fucking nonsense.
Well, clearly it's nonsense. But man, God, I often wonder about this whole FBA thing.
What
Well,
about
not
it?
even not the FBA thing, but just the tether thing. Like if there's like something to it.
What about it?
Like all the people, I just wonder about the FBAs that are in politics versus
The
foreigners
yeah.
that are in politics. I wonder how where they're aligned, where they truly align. Like somebody like
Black American people need to stop identifying as African.
I could respect, Black Americans wanting to take pride in their origins of them.
Yeah,
Not the bullshit of pretending origins, but like the actual origins of the history in America, right? Like, they create jazz and all that other shit, right?
Yeah, right.
To be, I think it's, you could take pride in that, whatever.
Right. Yeah, and it makes a lot of sense rather than saying we was
we're the first Jews. Right, we're the first Jews.
Yeah, but they don't like being the first African. Like what? You got a bone through your fucking nose? Like that shit's not. They know that shit sucks. That's why they blame everything else. They're admitting that it's like, nah, you got.
I was listening to Tariq, right? And funny you say that. He had a Freudian slip where he was like, he made a comment where he said, they try to send us to Liberia, and our ancestors saw it, and we were like, huh, we were better under the white man as slaves than over there. I was like, holy shit. He recognizes that fact. That, yeah, you're right, Tariq. You're right. Under white people as slaves, these people had it better than being at the cradle of
what did they really
civilization.
build during slavery, though? Like, what did Black people really build during slavery? But
nothing.
Like picking cotton and like did they build skyscrapers? Like, and even if they built skyscrapers, it would have been. They wouldn't have had drawn the blueprint. They wouldn't have.
Yeah, I keep hearing that they built the White House. I don't know if it's true or not, but
I keep hearing that. Yeah. I hear that. I like.
I
Didn't
doubt
they
it.
make? Didn't they make
whatever they
peanut?
were
Didn't they
told.
create peanut butter or some shit? Or no?
That's George Washington Carver, but
Oh, okay.
a
Oh, cool.
slave does whatever he's told. Like, I mean, let's see this one. This high school girl, man.
Let's go. Then you can come back and do whatever you have to do.
So what am I going down here for?
They're going to tell you. Thank you. It's a great decision.
What am I going down here for?
That's a great decision.
Sounds like a
All right,
mistake.
no, oops, sorry. Let's go. Yeah, let's go.
I'm not. You keep with me. What am I going down here for? For what? For what? Okay, for what? For what? You don't have to.
We will talk about it with you.
Okay, for what?
Let's go.
Talk to me later.
Oh.
Off me, Coco. I don't give a. You know that.
All right. Well,
Okay.
Come on, let's go.
All right.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's just go.
For what? Where are you trying to get to? For what? For what? What am I going for?
They're going to tell you.
For what, Porter? For what?
They're
Since
gonna
you want to
tell you.
whisper in your headphones, what? What am I going down for? What am I going down for? Huh? What am I going to the office for?
Why are you getting his face?
Because he told me every day he just did this shit yesterday. Yes. He's a bitch. Yes, he's a bitch. Yeah, yes he is. You are too, bitch. You are too, bitch. Y'all y'all some bitches.
Go.
Okay, I'm going. I'm going.
Good.
I'm going. You did, don't you?
Let's
Okay.
go.
Okay, what y'all finna do?
Well.
You y'all getting arrested. Did you do that? All y'all gonna go to the baggage. All y'all, all three of y'all get this. Yeah.
Okay.
Press your baggage card. I know you do that.
Okay.
Okay.
We appreciate you complying. Thank you. Okay. Oh, man, that hurts me. That hurts me so much. Oh, man. That hurts my feelings. Man.
I know that shit sucks, so especially quarters. Especially if you don't want to on nobody, keep mad as can't have a quarter.
You're right.
Call my mom, but y'all call her.
Okay.
Want to fuck me every day. Every day.
Let's
Just got
talk-
school.
let's
Just got
talk-
dropped out.
Let's talk.
We already.
Wow. I have very so that black chick being disrespectful to her teacher. You know, that's not shocking.
go.
Yeah, that's kind of Exhibit A. That wasn't that bad.
Yeah, I didn't think. Let's see this one. This is in the classroom.
So you don't feel how I am. As soon as he see me, start whispering the motherfucking headphones. Okay. You're not mad. I am. So you don't feel how I feel.
Okay, we'll come talk about it.
Okay. Hello. Hello. Okay.
Booty shorts.
As soon as I get to school, the man
Titties
is
hanging
here you
out.
go. Going off. I'm like, I'm going to take my picture. He like, no, you're not doing that. So I get in the room to take my picture. He called the police, everybody, because I'm trying to go in the office and take my picture. I'm like, you talking about go to the office? I'm like, for what? He like, I can't tell you, we don't have to give you a reason. I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to take my picture. Like, what? And they mad, like, they come in the office now for what? For what? I still don't have a reason. Why am I here?
If you
Why?
let us talk, we'll
Because
talk.
I'm going to take my pictures? For what? Okay, why?
You want to talk?
No, I've been wanting to talk to you in the hallway.
Go in that room and we'll
No.
tell you why.
No.
Wow.
So we just sing the silence. Can I go take my picture? Y'all just stay here.
You're not taking your pictures.
Well,
We told you that.
I'm not taking my picture, I guess.
Do you want to search your back? It smells.
Yeah, can my mama talk to one of y'all?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's do that. Hello.
We can't hear her. I can't hear her. What?
She said she want to talk to one of y'all.
Okay, we'll call her from the office because I can't hear her at all.
How can you not hear her? I can hear her.
I can't hear
You
her.
can hear her
at
perfectly.
all.
It's on speaker.
I can't. So she wants.
So
to
you don't hear her saying, hi, sir, how are you? I hear her perfectly fine.
turn up the volume.
Stop lying.
Turn up the volume.
Talk. You hear her. Hello, Mom.
You need to relax. And you need
She
to get
said,
out of my
hello,
face.
how are you?
You need to get out of my face because I'm not playing. You need to back up. I'm going to give you one other option, and then I'm going to have to be forced to do something because you want to get in my face.
Do you not hear my mama talking to you or no?
I will call her from an office phone.
For what? She on the phone already.
That's okay. I will call her from an office phone and I'll let her know what's going on.
All right, what's going on?
Let me know.
We'll talk to her in there. Like
Okay, tell me what's going on. Why am I here? Why?
Go in that
Okay,
office
why am I
and
here?
we will tell you what's going on.
No, y'all just want to mess with me every day. Y'all just
No.
So yeah, like I was saying, like we were saying earlier. I mean, I could see, I could appreciate them taking pride in being from here, you know.
Yeah.
But I ain't talking about that pretending shit either. I'm talking about like actual history here, you know.
Yeah, history. Yeah, the history, like the Buffalo Soldiers and things
Yeah,
like that.
the
Yeah, no,
music,
I get it. I get
the
it.
overcoming, you know, quote unquote overcoming slave, you know. But you don't have to,
Yeah,
you don't have to pretend that you were the first Juice
maybe
Crew.
maybe they can kind of do a little bit more research and invest in what the Sudman was doing in the
Yeah,
1880s and 1900s. Maybe that'll bring back some
yeah.
pride,
But
knowing
dude,
that they were just chilling on the block.
right. But dude, I gotta give Tariq Nasheed credit, bro. You know, he's a fucking pimp, dude. The way he talks, he's a pimp.
Yeah. But he
He's
was
a
a pimp
common.
before. He was a pimp before
He was an
that FBA stuff.
he was an actual pimp, right?
Remember, you know that song? That's just my baby daddy. You remember that song?
Yeah, that was him.
He was in that. He was
But
in that.
the
He was actually at a Diddy. He was actually at a Diddy party. That boy was Hollywood.
look, man, I'll tell you this much: the way he talks, and I cannot listen to him because it's very hilarious. He's a pimp. That motherfucker is pimping these bitches, dude. You know?
Yeah,
That bitch you out here fucking for free, bitch. Get the
yeah.
FBA money.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn. I woke up before I could ask Fisherman my BB question.
Oh, that's a good. Yeah, actually, that's a good question, man.
Hey, all right. While I got you,
I think the wall swallowed you, Alk. Where you at?
Yeah, I can't see it.
Yeah,
Hey,
I think that,
no, go ahead, Ak.
I mean, these sisters, they drag you into such low level, low vibrational conversations and situations. You don't get nothing from nobody who's interacting with a sister in these type of situations. You don't get a clear view of what their personality is like, what they're like, because the power dynamic is so shifted in sister's way. So like if sister knows that like if she catches an attitude, it's gonna be there's gonna be a change. Somebody's gonna have to change doing something if a sister catches an attitude. So this young sister running around acting crazy and whatnot, she already knows that people gonna halt and people gonna you know give her what she wants if she's enough of an asshole. You know what I'm saying? And they know that very early. Sisters learn that very early. And the difference is when they dealing with like sons in the hood or whatever, black neighborhoods, they can get what they want. They can have super simps go out here and kill people for them, even shit like that. But when they come into the real world, they start dealing with everyone else, including white people. Sisters, it's a wake up call. You know what I mean? It's a wake up call. They realize that they're dealing with people that don't have that sun man energy, don't have that energy that a sun man has to slap the shit out of you, to blow your brains out, and they're not met with the energy from the place which they developed this thing. So, like it goes. And when I say a white people, I'm talking about it could be at the college campus, it could be in the college dorm room, it could be at their job, anywhere where they're not, where a hood ghetto son man is not the recipient of their attitude. It's a complete mismatch, man. it's like a it's a mismatch because the force with which sisters come with compared to the rationale, reason, measured, way of white people, it's like a bully. It's almost going to be like a bully picking on a dweeb. You know what I mean? So sisters have had a nice little run here, man. For how long would you say sisters run been like, just like running roughshod over the whole country been?
Oh man, since Obama, what are we talking about? 15 years, 16 years,
Yeah,
20 years.
Before then? You don't think it was? Yeah,
Well, maybe.
I'll say before.
I'm just asking. I don't know. But
Yeah,
for like the 80s, maybe.
I'd say to a lesser degree, yeah, before then, but like the sister being the face of social discourse and politics, I would say started around Obama.
yeah, so they've had a nice little run, and they've worn that shit out. Like they came up with Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
They really like.
They almost got Kamala.
Yeah, they wore, like, they literally maxed out. You got to give them credit. Like had they been a little smoother, they might have kept the charade up a little bit longer, the racket up a little bit longer. But they were brutish and heavy-handed with their with their power, and it turned a lot of people off. And I think that the jig is up right now, man.
Yeah,
but I don't think I think it's up forever, but I do think that the jig is up for right now.
Yeah.
Sisters, people, the things people say about sisters in these comment sections, the way that they like, just look at somebody like Sunny Hostin, right? She's ridiculous. Look at that girl Abby Phillips on that other show. She's ridiculous. Like these most black women in the public. Look at how the black female rappers are compared
Jasmine
to
Crockett.
Jasmine Crockett. Yeah, but think she's
Holy
ridiculous.
shit.
But think about how the black female rappers were at Obama. What was that? 08? Remember how we thought Nicki was so raunchy, man? Nicki was tame compared to these chicks.
Yeah, and somewhat
Little
talented.
Kim, they were very talented compared to these chicks. These chicks are just like animalistic, sexual seductresses. You know what I mean?
The subversion. I often thought about it, and I thought to myself, especially now that we kind of got the confirmation that we are just completely protecting the petosphere. It makes a lot of sense why they're going to try and push so much raunchiness, especially on the primitive son mind. It's because they're already covering for the pedo island, so you might as well kind of infect the whole world.
I don't even think that Jeffrey Epstein shit is like anything. I'm not like torn up that they're not pursuing that. Like it's the most important thing in the world.
I don't think I am.
Shit about it.
But it is important, though. It is important.
Well, it's
because
important.
That list,
it's very important.
That list, those names, we should know who's on that list.
Well, not only that, but Pam Bondi, the attorney general that Trump put in, that it was supposed to be Matt Gaetz, and then they put Pam Bondi in. She's on tape. James O'Keefe caught her and hidden camera footage saying they've got thousands of hours of tape and files and shit of just like pedophilia and people involved and whatnot. And then they just dropped it.
I didn't know about that.
They did.
I didn't know that.
So it's like, and the thing about it too is, they like, if you look at all the people before Trump got elected, like his people, Bongino and Bondi and Kash Patel, they were all talking about release the list, release the Epstein files, and then they get in and they have that quote unquote Epstein file drop, with the binders in front of the White House. And what's in the binders? A bunch of redacted information. So it's like, what's all this redacted stuff if there's nothing to see here?
I don't know.
Please explain.
So,
And then the guy who was prosecuting Epstein way back in the day when he was found guilty originally and he was on house arrest in Florida, Alexander Acosta, he was told, he's a Jewish crew, by the way, but he was told to stop investigating that, area, including Epstein, that ring, because he was told that Epstein was connected to intelligence. Well, whose intelligence do you think it was? Oh, I don't know. His right-hand girl is like the daughter of an Israeli asset who was buried in Israel, and his funeral was attended by a bunch of Israeli spies in Mossad and been prime minister.
So you're saying that it's war. So you're saying that it's strategic. It's like they're not doing it because of
They're not doing it because if they did, it would expose the pernicious relationship that Israel has with America. And Israel needs America to fight its battles in the Middle East.
Okay, but I think more so if it's going to expose assets and spies and people and wealthy people, and it's going to cause a lot of confusion and a lot of bridges to be burned during
a lot of backlash.
Yeah, and not backlash like online, but backlash behind the scenes, like people that own like steel companies and people that own like magnates and tycoons and shit are gonna be exposed. Yeah, I can understand that, but sometimes you do have to, play chess. You know what I mean?
No, I just think they're just sweeping it under the rug again, and we're gonna, lose out on actually fixing anything. It was all bullshit. Like all these people that Trump appointed, they're all Zionists. Kash Patel, Dan Bongino said in an interview before he was appointed to deputy director of FBI, he was asked like what his top priority was, and his top priority was defending Israel.
Yep, Kash Patel said the same thing. He
It's
said,
like
we need to wake up and prioritize Israel. It's just so much in your face.
But who else is our ally? Like, hold on, but here's the thing though. Like, you're like, for instance, in prison, the Mexican mafia is down with the Nazi lowriders. You know what I mean? Like, but like it doesn't. Whoever, what they say, make strange bedfellows. What do they say? What's that saying? Something makes strange bedfellows, but whatever. Anyway, like your enemies and your allies, they can't be determined by anything emotionally. You know what I mean? You can't be like you emotional, fisherman. You're tied to some list, and you want to see some people. If there's a war going down and there's a bunch of oil at stake and a bunch of land and a bunch of power at stake, man, fuck that list to the people that push the buttons, to the people that have the power.
Well, I mean, the people that have the power are on the fucking list. So, like, they're going to lose power if they expose the list. It just shows that Trump's a fraud. It shows that Trump ran on false promises. He ran on false promises and he didn't deliver. That's what happened.
Yeah, on this, he may be a fraud, but here's the thing: he's allies with Israel. Like, you want to deny that? You want that to be something else?
No, I know he's allies with Israel. He's been taking money. He wouldn't be a billionaire if it wasn't for them. But the point is, you either represent America or you don't, and he's not. That's the problem. He's choosing Israeli priorities over America's priorities.
But what if that is what is in the best?
But it's not. It's not. Nobody in America wants to go to World War III with Iran and Russia and China. Israel does.
They're not, though.
And nobody can tell us exactly what we get out of being allies with Israel.
Yes, all you gotta do is use the half of your brain. They're the only
Surveillance.
fucking country over there in the Middle East that has white people and fucking isn't a fucking
And they hate white people.
hold on, it isn't a medieval fucking backwards fucking
See, I would be fine with that. I would be fine with that argument if they weren't so anti-West in Israel, which they are. They hate white people. They think Europeans are Amalek and they must be destroyed. If they were pro-white or pro-West and they were over there fucking up Arabs who are backwards and, cut people's heads off and have all these stupid beliefs, sure. But you're not going to be anti-West and anti-Arab and manipulate all of us into fucking each other over. That's the problem. I wouldn't have a single problem with Juice Crew if they were actually trying to make the West better, but they're not.
wow. But when you have allies in these things, sometimes you have to. I know, Fisherman. I know you've been in situations where you've had to, team up with somebody you didn't like because they're, you in order to get something that you needed, or you teamed up with somebody who had some beliefs that you agree with and some beliefs that you didn't agree with, but you had to team up with them because the threat was imminent from the other side. And I mean, I just think that
the threat, like what threat is imminent?
The Arabs are a constant threat, man. They're a fucking
so how are they? Who's bringing them over here?
No, I'm not talking about bringing them over. I'm talking about just over there. Their threat just being over there
to America.
Oh yeah.
A bunch of dudes living in huts in the desert are gonna overthrow America.
No, but they're gonna they have the oil. They live where the oil is. Like they live on top of the oil. The oil we need is under their feet.
Well, I mean,
The oil was under our feet.
Yeah, I mean, they're not our primary oil supplier. They are to Israel now that we've dismantled Syria and Iraq.
Yeah, but what I'm basically saying is that I think you don't understand the history of the Arabs and the Europeans. The Arabs enslaved the Europeans up until the early 1900s, man.
I thought the Europeans, I thought Christians lived amongst the Arabs. They just had to pay a tax.
No, they were slaves, man. They were slaves. The Christians were slaves. The Christians were slaves. Yo, this whole shit right here. Christians, the Marines were formed to combat the Arab slave trade. But look at this shit. Look how far this shit been going.
Palestinians, Israelis, and Americans continue discussing an Israeli withdrawal from more land on the occupied West Bank. The Middle East peace process is at a standstill. And if you want to know why peace in that part of the world has been almost impossible to achieve, why Israelis and Palestinians can't seem to live together in the same place without fighting, all you have to do is go to Hebron, like we did a year and a half ago, just before 80% of that city was handed over to Yasser Arafat's Palestinian Authority. Frankly, Hebron is one of the toughest neighborhoods we've ever visited. It's a Palestinian city on the West Bank where the Arabs outnumber the Jews 200-1, and a place where the words peaceful coexistence don't seem to be in anyone's vocabulary.
Good morning, girls. Good morning, teacher.
Zliha Muqtasib, a Palestinian Arab, was born in Hebron and teaches English at a girls' school.
Do you see any conditions under which Palestinians and Israelis can live together peacefully here in this city?
If they stop saying all the time that we Arabs are animals,
are third-class creatures, okay, I will live peacefully with them. Otherwise, there's no way to live peacefully with them.
What do you think they would like to see happen to Palestinians here?
They want all the Palestinians to be dead.
Gabriel Ben Yitzhak and his wife Braha are Israelis who moved to Hebron 7 years ago.
Coexistence is not on the cards. Hatred exists, and it's not only hatred for me because I live in Hebron. It's hatred for the existence of the state of Israel in general.
It wasn't always this way in Hebron. For centuries, Jews and Arabs, for the most part, lived here peacefully. But in 1929, an Arab massacre killed 67 Jews and drove the rest out. They didn't return until after 1967. Israel occupied the West Bank, and militant Jewish nationalists built 3 settlements in the heart of what is an overwhelmingly Arab city. They say that Hebron is where their religion was born 4,000 years ago, and Jews have a God-given right to the land. It was a volatile mixture with predictable results. And the pictures on the evening news have shown it all. Civil unrest begat hatred, begat violence, begat killings. The worst incident happened 3 years ago when a deranged Jew gunned down 29 Muslims who were praying in the most holy place in this city. At the center of this dispute in Hebron is this building behind me, a holy place to both sides. And like so much in this part of the world, it is at the same time both a common bond and a sharp divide. It's believed to be the burial place of Abraham, considered by each side to be their patriarch. The Arabs call this place the Ibrahimi Mosque. To Jews, it is the tomb of the patriarchs. And it's the reason religious Jews like the Ben Yitzhaks are here. Their home is in a small compound with 6 other Jewish families where the Yitzhaks are raising their 10 children. 2 other compounds are nearby where settlers have created an isolated, separate existence. The area surrounding the compounds looks like an armed camp. This Israeli military post is literally right outside the Ben Yitzhak's door. When their children go to school, it's with an armed escort. The Israelis say to protect them from Arab rocks. This is not an easy place to live.
No, it's not an easy place to live, no.
Why do you choose to live here? Why do you choose to raise your children here?
Hebron is the second holiest city in the world for the Jewish people. We believe that we are fulfilling a divine commandment of settling the Jewish land, the Holy Land. This is the very source of the Jewish story.
Do you feel like pioneers?
Yeah.
And so does Dr. Yaakov Ben-Taria, who commutes 4 hours round trip to his practice every day just to live in Hebron. The doctor, his wife and 5 children who didn't want to be photographed, believe that Hebron must be settled by Jews at all costs.
Whoever lives in Hebron doesn't live there for himself, but on behalf of the people of Israel. I do it because in my eyes, Hebron is a hole in the dike, just like the story about the Dutch boy. If the dike falls, everything will fall.
What are you trying to accomplish here?
Look, we are 50 families in the midst of what is called an Arab Sea. If I can't live among the Arabs in peace and tranquility when I am 1 in 200 here in Hebron, it is nonsense to say we can live in the Mideast when we are 1 in 500. So the real truth lies in Hebron.
The real truth is that some 450 Jewish settlers in Hebron, in essence, control 130,000 Palestinians. The Israeli army, which has over 1,000 troops stationed here, has drawn sharp dividing lines between Israelis and Palestinians and sets the rules for everyone. If you're Palestinian, you can't drive down the main street that runs in front of the settlements, but Jews can drive anywhere. For Jews, it's legal to carry guns, and many do openly. For Palestinians, it's forbidden. After the massacre in the mosque 3 years ago, they even put up this iron curtain to keep Jews and Muslims apart. The teacher Zliha Muqtasib lost 5 relatives in that shooting. She lives practically next door to one of the Israeli settlements.
You see, my house is over there, and the settlers are here.
Oh,
So
right
it's
in
about,
here?
yeah.
Do you speak? Do you say hello?
No,
Do they speak to you?
no. If they want to speak to me, or if they speak to me, they only say bad words at me.
What about kids like these? The settlers have children.
Yeah,
Do they play together?
no.
What's it like for you walking through your neighborhood, knowing that people who live not 50 meters from your house hate you?
It's something normal, because I got used to walking in a place with people hating me. I got used to that.
You know they don't like you.
Yeah, I know it.
Does it make a difference to you?
No. So what? They don't like me. I don't want them to like me. I want them to leave my land.
That may be the only opinion that Israelis and Palestinians here share. They each want the other to leave. Braha Ben Yitzhak got an unmistakable message from a neighbor the day they arrived.
He did like that, and he said like that.
So you live in a place where you think your neighbors want to kill you.
Yes.
Why? Why do you live here?
I built this house. It's my house. I built it with my 2 hands. God gave us this land.
Could God have given it to both people?
No,
to share?
Israel belongs to the Jewish people. Everyone knows it. It's not a secret.
How do you feel about your Arab neighbors? When you pass someone in the street, is there contact? You say hello?
We don't really have any relations with the Arabs.
And what about the children? Your children and their children?
Generally, children have a much more sharper black and white approach to life. They see the Arab as the enemy, and for children, there's an enemy is treated as an enemy.
Hani Abu Haikail, a Palestinian, lives literally a stone's throw away from the settlement where the Yitzhaks live and the Israeli army post that protects them. So you have people who live right back over here.
Yeah,
You go past them every day.
every day.
And you never go knock on the door and see how they're doing, say hello, what do you... Nothing.
They took our land because all of this land, it's belong for us. So they are a thief. They are radical people. They came to here many times. You should leave. We will kill you. They throwing stones. They make a big distance between both of us.
I understand there are many people who have difficulties with their neighbors. There are people whose neighbors play the music at the middle of the night. I can understand his life is hard. I can only suggest that he sells us our house for a good price and goes live somewhere where you'll have peace of mind.
So if it were up to you, what you'd like to see is all of the Palestinians get out of this area surrounding your enclave.
I'd love them to sell us our house and let us have our community here. And they could sleep peacefully and we'd sleep peacefully.
While we were in Hebron, hardly anyone was sleeping peacefully. A building boom is underway, reportedly financed by a $12 million gift from Saudi Arabia. Palestinian workmen are rebuilding dilapidated houses for Palestinian residents to occupy. Rumors that Jews are offering huge sums for Palestinians to sell are everywhere. It's all part of a battle for turf that's going on while Palestinian and Israeli officials negotiate a controversial redeployment of Israeli troops. Redeployment means that the Israelis will turn over security in most of Hebron to armed Palestinian police who will not only control these streets, but also the strategic high ground that looks down on the Israeli enclaves. But wherever Jewish settlers live in Hebron, those areas will still be controlled by the Israeli Defense Forces. We talked to a Palestinian who lives over here. This morning, we talked to an Israeli settler who lives over here. You're in between. Colonel Gadi Shamni, who spent a year and a half in America, is the military commander of Hebron, the man who will still be in charge of the settler security under redeployment. He wanted us to see the strategic high ground that overlooks the city, high ground that, in the hands of armed Palestinian police, makes the settlers nervous. You lived in my country. Normal life there is like...
Look at this, man. that's part of the world. There's always going to be something, and it's always going to be a big mess over there. Trump, I think he's done better than any president to fix that mess over there. That fucking mess. You know what I'm saying? He's done more than any president. No president has been no nonsense with these motherfuckers, man. Look at
I
Joe
mean,
Biden.
it's just the same thing, just Israel getting what it wants. Like they've all given them that.
I agree.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, hey,
It is.
you know what I just kind of find super suspect. Did you see what Netanyahu gave Trump as a gift, as a presidential gift?
No, what do you get?
A golden beeper.
Oh, it's probably like representing the beepers that blew up all those Arabs. Remember they blew up all those Arabs with the beepers?
Yeah,
Those terrorists.
kind of seems like he's sending a message or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Netanyahu has a syringe, like a vaccine, a COVID vaccine syringe in a case in his office too. Now, why would he have that?
Man.
Don't look and see who was running the CDC.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna find them.
Yeah.
And who are the head scientists at the vaccine companies who are developing these? Don't look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean,
don't look at the incidents of heart attack and stroke and terminal cancers in the past couple of years.
Oh, because of the vaccine.
But
vaccine.
fishermen, Israel's our greatest ally.
Yeah, I mean, like they're the only democracy with homosexuals in the Middle East or whatever the hell Charlie Kirk and all his people say.
Oh yeah.
No, they're not. They're not the only. No, the caliphate in the closet.
Technically, Tel Aviv is the gayest.
No, there's a lot of Arabs that are gay.
Oh yeah, like the Arabs are super gay and whatever. I'm just saying, like the controlled conservative movement of like Crowder and Charlie Kirk and that crowd, that gay black guy. They're always bringing him around with them. They're always saying like Israel's the only democracy in the Middle East, and Israel guarantees rights for gay people, and you know Israel, it's basically like just America, but for Jews.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And then I saw that video floating around where they ended up raping some male, and they used their shields to kind of hide it from what's going on, despite the fact that the whole video played. I'm like, God, these people are disgusting. But
salute to Deluxe 247, aka Cal Ripken, aka the real MVP, coming through once again. Yeah, man, we're gonna have to come back tomorrow, man. Any final thoughts, guys?
The whole argument they use about, we're God's chosen people and God guaranteed us this land and whatever. It's just they're going off the Bible and they wrote the Bible. So is it not surprising that they're the main character in the book they wrote about themselves? Like, can we not piece that together?
Well, why don't you say that? Like most white people will never say.
Well, I mean, I say that. I've said it on here many times.
I've never heard anybody say that.
Yeah, I've said that on here before. Like Jews wrote the Bible about themselves.
Why don't white people say that?
Because they don't understand the Bible.
Well,
nobody understands the Bible.
Yeah.
Like they don't look at it from this angle.
Yeah, I got you. All right, guys. Same black time, same black channel. Out of here. Subscribe to